Hello everyone, I'm AnimusJ and welcome back to JWorld. I have been a little bit busy. Can you tell? Can you tell that I've been busy? Look at all these bells. Why can't I ring the bells? Bells ring, bells ring. No. I can't ring the bells. Okay, last episode we did that. We built those. Now, if you watched the episode last week, which I hope you did, you didn't see those blue clippy looking things on there. That's something I added afterwards. Let me get to bed real quick and make the sun rise again. And just like that, the sun has risen once again and blessed us with its eternal sunshine. Yeah, anyways. Okay, those right there, those things. I added those things. I added them in between clips because I wanted to see how they looked before I showed them to you. Guys, I don't want to look stupid in front of you. Okay? So sometimes I do things without you because if I'm worried I'm going to look stupid. If I'm worried it's going to look stupid. If I'm worried you guys are going to hate it, then I do it without you. Okay, what do you think? I think it looks pretty good, but I think it's incomplete though. So, okay. Here's what I'm thinking. It looks good. There will be two on each of the major cardinal directions, northeast, southwest. And that's originally where I was intending to put each of the water elevators as well, is coming down from in between those. So here's the thing though, is what do we put in between those? Because honestly, I mean, they look like giant clamp-like things, and maybe that's what we need. Maybe what we need is some giant arm coming down from those to the ground, and then, you know, holding and suspending everything up on each of the sides, of course. Maybe that's what we need. And then, you know, what else we could possibly do is use that as like a roller coaster to get up there. As well as the water elevators, of course. But one of the things that I do want to do as well, though, is I want to have a rail system or some kind of travel system anyways, that's going to go from this island to the next possible island that we're going to make someday, but not right now. So let me know down in the comments right now, in the comments. Let me know. Cyan clips, yes or no? Big support arm thingy, yes or no? What do you guys think? What do you think? Let me know. Now, as for today's episode, we are going to do something with this. And what I mean by do something is basically tear it down. Yeah. So this was supposed to be our villager breeder, but we have some really good villagers in here. and the whole thing with a villager breeder is that you kind of don't touch it, like you just get villagers out of it. But I mean, we've got Unbreaking 3. These armor dudes I don't really care about. We could get better armor dudes, but I mean, Silk Touch for 18, Fortune 3 for 22. Where's the one dude that's got, yeah, Mending for 12? I mean, come on. That's we need these guys. So this hello, excuse me, please. Oh, by the way, if you put down a trapdoor like so, these dudes are too fine, don't cooperate. They're too tall. They cannot, oh, there we go. Oh yeah, go ahead. No, please do demonstrate for me. No? Okay. When they step up on here, they hit their head right there by like 1 pixel. So they cannot get in this door. So I could actually even break this door down, put a bed out there, and they won't be able to get out. Now, in order to do what I want to do to this place, which, by the way, is we're going to make an iron farm. I didn't say that yet. We're going to make an iron farm out of this, and it's going to double as a trading area. But we need to first fix... We need to first fix our villages. I've been looking a lot into villages. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. You guys are upset with me for breaking your stuff, but it is what it is. I've been looking a lot into villages, learning how villages actually work in Bedrock Edition. And so I've learned some very large mistakes that I've been making. And what we're going to have to do... Now, this is going to actually... probably cause a few problems for us in resetting up our trading area. However, if we don't tear down all of these things, we aren't going to be able to build our iron farm. So the first thing that needs to be done is taking down anything, and I mean anything, that a villager interacts with other than doors. But any kind of a workstation, any beds, any bells. So we got to do it over there too. We got to tear down all those bells. We got to tear down all of that. So let me just make sure in here we have absolutely nothing, and we're even going to bring these guys down. They're just gonna, sorry dude, you're gonna take some fall damage. You're okay, you're fine. Okay, Ned wants to chill up there. That's fine. Ned can stay up there. He'll come down eventually. But now we need to go over to our village over here, and we need to take down all the beds, all the bells, and all the workstations that villagers can interact with, and that includes my own bed. Includes my own bed actually, because my own bed even is too close. So from now on, my sleeping point is going to be at the Skylands because we can't screw up our, oh, now you want to ring. Okay, yeah, no, sure, that's fine. Go ahead, just be weird. We need to make sure that we don't do anything that's going to jeopardize the mechanics of our iron golem farm. Okay, so chests are fine. Normal crafting benches are fine. Normal furnaces are fine, but if you have the blast furnaces, those are not fine because villagers, basically anything that gives a villager a profession has to go, and then any bed. And this is within, I'm just going to say within 100 blocks, basically, of where your iron farm is going to be. So we need to go all over the place. We need to check everywhere. Composters have to go. I already took that down. Any barrels, if you're using barrels for storage or for decoration, those have got to go. Okay, so like this has to go. This has to go. This has to go. My bed. Anvils are fine. Hoppers are fine. Normal chests are fine. Cartography table is a go. As in, it has to go. And make sure you check down in your mine. I don't have anything in this mine. I thought I had a blast furnace down here, but that is on JWorld. If you don't know what JWorld is, I mentioned it in the previous JWorld video, I believe. It's a secret world that Carrie, the android miner, and myself have been playing on just recreationally for quite a few months, actually. It's just a fun thing that we do to hang out with each other. We don't make episodes on it, but we decided, now that she's back on YouTube again, we decided to do world tours of it every so often. So go check out her channel, The Android Miner. Subscribe to her. She's basically my best friend. And be watching out for videos of JWorld. She's going to be posting the first world tour, and then the next one will be posted on my channel. You guys remember when I said I didn't have any more totems of undying and I was fighting the dragon? Yeah, there it is. Found it. Found it. Okay, so let's talk through this. The village radius extends in a very long direction. Like I said, about 100 blocks. And if you have any kind of block that a villager can recognize, such as the workstations that give them professions, beds, bells, those things, that will extend the reach of your village, which will then put off the position of where your iron golems are going to spawn. So say this was the center of my iron golem farm. If I had a bell way out there in my home village, so to speak, spawn village, that would extend the center of my iron golem farm to like somewhere out there, and then obviously our iron golem farm isn't going to work. So how do we make this one work? Well, first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that this is not a village. It was a village. We removed all the beds, but I want to make sure that it's not a village, and I want to make sure it stays not a village while I'm building it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all of these wonderful people into the nether, and we're going to leave them there long enough for the game to say, oh, hey, there's no village here. Sir? Excuse me, sir. Could you please move the freaking... Get out of the way. Get. Gosh dang it, do I have water? This is how you move villagers that don't want to move. No, the block. Yes, yeah, that's right. Get out of the way. Okay, got him. Okay, I need to go through first because I have no idea where this is going to take me. And then we got to push all these dudes into the portal. Then they're going to chill in the nether until the iron farm is done. Of course, that's going to bring me back to here because that's what it's linked to. Now we're going to send these dudes in as well. These are the tool dudes, and that's because they're just going to be part of the trading as well, since they do have some decent trades. At least they're the trades that we have for now. So we're going to break this portal and make sure that they can't go back into the overworld. This guy almost escaped when I was trying to get out of here. And we'll just build ourselves a second portal right here so that we can still get in and out. So here is basically the iron farm for the most part. Those 2 floors that you see right there will be where the iron golems are going to be spawning. And then what I need to do now is I gotta build up this platform right here, because this is the platform. This is where all the villagers are gonna be standing underneath, and that's what's gonna give us access to trading with them. So if you're looking for instruction on this iron golem farm, look up Old Guy on YouTube. He understands quite a bit about iron golem farms, and there was a few mistakes that I was making in the ones that I was building, and so this is semi block for block what he's doing. I'm not copying it exactly, but pretty close to it. And what we're going to actually do is we are going to build a giant pyramid over this thing. So I've been collecting a lot of sand. And welcome back. It took quite a bit of work. Took quite a bit of effort. But look at all these happy little trading villagers that we got all inside of here. And you hear that sound right there? Yeah, you know what that sound is. That's an iron golem giving us his yummy iron. And look at this guys. This is 2 nights roughly AFK, except we actually probably would have had this row filled up as well, but there was 2 times that I grabbed like 3 stacks in order to trade with these dudes. A lot of these dudes are our original dudes that have our original trades. And then some of them are nude guys. So we got some work to do in unlocking their trades. But yes, we have a very nice little trading hall here. I've got some chests started back here to be able to hold paper and coal, iron trades, that kind of stuff. And then over here, we'll hold the things that we trade for them. You know, shovels, armor, weapons, books, enchanted books, all those things, we'll store it over there. So let's take a look at it from the outside. It is done as far as the iron farm is concerned, but it is not done as far as the construction is concerned, because as I said, if you remember, I was going to turn it into a pyramid. So that right there is one thing that I had to do different from the old guy's tutorial, his iron farm tutorial. In it, he says to have a sacrificial villager right here, and then you can just kill him later on. Well, I killed him and the farm stopped working, so I brought him back up here, and as long as he's here, he's happy. I don't think... Oh yeah, I do have a workstation for him, but it's down below. So that's why we have that one smelter over there. Yes, so that's why we have this one empty spot, is because he belongs right here. He can't access his workstation, but that's fine. We're not trading with him. He does have water inside of his feet, so he doesn't de-aggro from his bed, just like the rest of them. So yeah, I don't really know why. I just know, oh, hey buddy, hey, good luck. Goodbye. I just know that when I took this dude away, the golems stopped spawning, and when I put him back, as you can see, I mean, they're spawning great. I even had one instance where I had 2 golems alive at one time dying, so I'm getting really fantastic returns off of this farm. And here we are at the bottom of the world. We're actually directly underneath the iron farm, so if you follow that 1 block tunnel straight up, you will end up at the iron farm. And what we've done is a little bit of administrative work slash fixing. Okay, now yes, I'm in creative mode, and that is because we are doing administrative stuff right now. We are not doing anything survival. Don't worry, guys, I'm not being cheaty at all. And what we have here is a command block system that was designed by a Silent Whisperer. I will try to remember to put the instructions, the video link for this in the description, or maybe in the top right corner right now. We'll just check one of those two places. What this does, these blocks over here actively look for, so long as it is turned on, which, let's see. There we go. Okay, so you can see what happened right there. If you look at the chat, it says it killed a husk. Now, what's happening is when this is on, it actively searches for mobs that are outside of the spawning radius of the player. And any mob that is outside of that radius gets teleported to that purple command block right there and gets instantly killed, as you saw, and then the drops get killed as well. So there's no cheaty stuff going on. I'm not collecting anything that I shouldn't be. And what this is doing is this is making our world, well, honestly, it's making it harder for us, because that means mobs are going to spawn like they're supposed to around the radius of the player, and they're going to despawn like they're supposed to around the radius of the player, which means we can now make proper mob farms, and we will now run into mobs a whole lot more often like it is on Java Edition. And I've encased this in Bedrock so that there's no coming down here in survival and screwing it up. So I'm just going to pop up here and place that block, and then we're just going to do some smooth stone going all the way back up to the top. Finish it off with some sand and another brick or another rack right there, because that was marking the center of the chunk of my iron farm. Now, I don't know if this is going to have an effect on my iron farm or not. Essentially what I'm doing is simulating having the spawn area be right here. So this chunk should always be loaded, which means I should always spawn iron golems. I don't know if it does actually work that way or not, but I will try to update you guys later on. And here we are back in survival mode again, and the sun is setting, and you can see that it's working. It just killed a creeper. And here we are back in normal survival mode, and you can see in my inventory, nothing cheaty going on. I didn't put anything anywhere. I didn't stash anything anywhere to give to myself. Don't worry about any of that. I am an honest Minecraft player. I believe in true survival. I mean, that's That's why we play it, isn't it? Did you ever have those games when you were younger that you would find the God mode cheat, and then you would use the God mode, and then basically after that the game was no longer fun because you could just do whatever you wanted? So to me, in Minecraft, the fun is in the challenge. Building this in survival mode and moving all those stupid villagers around in survival mode, building that massive island in survival mode, placing every block, collecting every block, all of that. It's all the challenge, and it's what I enjoy about this game. So that is it for today, you guys. In between this episode and the next, I'm going to be collecting so much sand, and we have a villager who has an Unbreaking 2 diamond shovel. So that's fantastic because that will give us plenty of very fast shovel collecting. I think we can do the run. If you don't know about this technique where you mine faster from 5 blocks away, check out my video popping up in the top right corner, hopefully right now. But yeah, I'm going to be collecting tons and tons and tons of sand. Now that we have an iron farm, I have infinite trades relatively with my villagers who trade for iron. And so what you're going to see is all this desert out here. I'm not going to collect it from right here because we want to keep this looking relatively decent, but I'm going to be collecting it from out there and just devastating all of this sand out there so that I can get enough smooth sandstone to build our massive pyramid. Actually, it's not going to be that massive, to be honest. It's going to be kind of a little one. Maybe later on in the season, we'll build a truly massive one. I mean, one that goes from the ground to as high up as the island is, possibly. I don't know, we'll see. But for now, that is it for today's episode, you guys. I hope that you like this. Again, this iron farm design is by the old guy with a couple of little tweaks of my own in order to make it work here. I don't know. I don't know if it's just my world is messed up or what, but anyways, it's working great for me, and that's what I wanted. So yeah, check out Hey Old Guy on YouTube if you want instructions on how to build his iron golem farm, and a Silent Whisperer for the mob despawning doohickey thingy. Yeah, anyways, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, and if you really liked it, then make sure to subscribe. But that's it, guys. I'm AnimusJ. See you next time.